Afio anelo ale ang afaapay sa isang nola isa hoa amata ususule ayulia luile atoa ile malo mabalua ile turinga salani ile uua ovale ila awalungani oleta so asili de mata Fai mama lule fai bana Isilile sila sila Taura wanga paa Isio sasa Ele mama luna ega ula Esili atula ba iona po Eila samo ai mama Waila valon sau no Solo fuego sound dia moleneira so Sualo tele la vale fata fiti Aualunga le sona ta fiti fiti Euteo fia fia nga fazamo Monila varu asini Fai mama lule fai mama Esili sila sila Taura wanga fara Isio sasa Baile mama luna inola Eila eseria tulava Iona po Eila esamo Ae mama luaila valong
Hey, if you're enjoying this tutorial already, please consider subscribing. Got new songs coming out every Monday, 7 p.m. New Zealand time. That would mean a lot. All right, let's get started. Now, the playthrough already has everything you're going to need to know, and you can download the chords and lyrics in the description box below. There's a link to my website with the chords and lyrics for free, man. So go and download that and play along. It's going to make your life so much easier to learn the song. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you the chord shapes real quick, and also the little picking pattern that I'm using for throughout the entire song, and that's it. Because then once you've got the chords and lyrics in front of you, you've got the plucking pattern down. Sione is your uncle, and you got this. Okay, let's start by teaching you the plucking pattern that we're going to use throughout the entire song, okay? So what I'm doing for this song is quite simple. It goes... Okay, so for this, I'm going to suggest using a pick or just holding your fingers like you did have a pick, and we're just going to go... Okay, so we're playing the bass note first every time. So bass note in this instance, or the B chord, for example, is the A string. Okay, second fret A string. And then I'm running my fingers down across all of these next string, and then emphasizing this B string. So that goes A string, D string, G string, B string. Okay, we emphasize. Okay, boom, ba-da-dum, ba, dum, dum, and then finish by playing the G string, D string. Okay, so I'm just going all the way down the strings except for the high E, and then back up 2. Okay, so that's dum 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 dum. Like so. Again. That's the pattern, so simple. Bass. So bass, D string, G string, B string, and then finish with G string, D string. Okay, play that twice through. And now for the next chord shape, I'm going to teach you the plucking pattern. For example, when I play an E chord or an F sharp chord, okay, we call these E-shaped bar chords because look, it's like an E chord. Okay, the first one, that's a A-shaped bar chord because it's like an A chord. So, for the E-shaped bar chord, so we're using the lowest E string here, the thickest string, and the plucking pattern is going to be quite similar, except now we're going to aim to play our low E string and then This time we're going to go, and we're going to play the G string, B string, E string. Okay, the 3 highest strings this time. All right. So for the first chord, the B, and then we go to E, and we just play that pattern once, and then we're going to jump to our C sharp minor chord. And for the C sharp minor chord, we're going to play the same plucking pattern as we did as the B chord or the first chord. And the reason being is that it's still an A-shaped bar chord. This time it's an A minor shape, so our bass note is still on this A string. Okay, so same plucking pattern. So let's put that all together so far. We've got B for 2 rounds, and then we go to our E for 1, and then we switch to our C sharp minor 7 chord. Okay, which you can use that first plucking pattern like so. Okay, that concludes our plucking pattern lesson. And from there, all you're going to need to know now is how to play each of these chords. So I'm just going to run you through each of the chords very quickly. If these are new shapes to you, I'm just going to break them down really quickly. But don't forget, you've got the chord boxes in the corner of the playthrough as well, which will be super helpful. So let me teach you these chords. We have a B chord. Okay, and this is an A-shaped bar chord. So we bar the 2nd fret, all of the strings except for the low E. And then we also bar the 4th fret of our B string, G string, and D string, like an A chord, like so. So that's a B chord, and the same when it says C sharp, move that up to the 4th fret. That's the C sharp chord. Okay, and there will be a time also where you need to play this E flat chord, and that's the same shape chord but on the 6th fret. Okay, so those are the chords that you'll need for the A-shaped bar chords. That's a B, a C sharp, also a D flat. It's the same chord with a different name, and then an E flat chord, like so. Okay, the next shape chord you're going to need to know how to play is an E-shaped bar chord. So it's just like an E chord, but we're with a bar. So we bar the 2nd fret and then play an E chord above that, just like it. Then that would be an F sharp chord, which you'll need to know. Also, a G sharp chord is the same, but on the 4th fret. Okay. And then the second to last shape, is the minor 7th shape. For example, a C sharp minor 7, and that is by barring the 4th fret, all of the strings except the low E, because it's an A-shaped bar chord, and then playing an A minor 7 shape above it. Okay, so middle finger there, ring finger there. That's a minor 7. For example, C sharp minor 7, or E flat minor 7 on the 6th fret. Okay, and then the last one is the trickiest one for probably new to some of you, and that is where it reads a D flat chord slash, it's got a slash, and then an F. That means you're playing a D flat chord with an F bass. Okay, all the way up here in this case. So you would play that D flat chord, and we would add our ring finger to play this F bass here on the where are we? On the 8th fret, of our A string. It's an F, like so. Cool, those are all the chords. Don't forget to download the chords and lyrics sheet, and you'll be away laughing. Thanks for watching this tutorial. If you guys have liked it, please subscribe. That does me a big favor. And comment with what song you'd like to learn next. Follow us along on all the socials if you're into that. And thanks for watching, guys. God bless you, and let's do this again next week. Later, bro.